What's up, guys? Are you curious what I filled my beds with? Would you like to know what you should fill your own raised beds with? Well, stick around, because today, that's what we're doing. Roll the intro. Still don't have one of those yet. We'll be working on that. Anyways, back to it. So today what we're going to be looking at is filling the raised beds that I made last time. I know that it was a hot day and you guys got to see me build one of the beds. Well, I did finish the beds, which total of 4 of them. It was, again, it was pretty hot. My drill ended up going out, the battery died, so a lot of it I ended up having to do by hand with the screwdriver. It's a lot of work. I was pretty tired afterwards, but parts of it that you didn't see is my lawn is uneven. So I had to dig out some of the portions to try to even it out a little bit. It's still not that even, but they're a little bit more level than they were. So that's a positive. But today's focus is filling those beds up so that I can start using them. Now, it's been probably a little over a week since I ordered the soil, and I have had it sitting on my back patio for a while. So it is ready to go. Now, what I had ordered was 40 bags of black velvet, which is topsoil mixed with some black cow manure and compost. It's supposed to be really good stuff, and so I figured I might as well go ahead and get that one. The cheapest soil was only $1 cheaper per bag, so I figured I'm only saving 40 bucks if I go with that, and I'm only spending an extra $40 if I don't go with the cheapest soil. So figured I might as well spring for it, spend the extra 40 bucks, get the better soil. I did also go ahead and purchase some more compost so that I can add it to that, make it a little bit better. I also had some perlite ordered. I ordered some really large bags of perlite, so I'll be mixing that in as well. And I've got some peat moss. Now, I really only want to use the peat moss to mix in for my seating trays, which I'll show you those later. I had not filmed anything about those. I built those before I even decided to build the raised beds. If you would like me to do a video on how to do a seating tray, leave a comment below and I'll get that video made for you. Otherwise, we're just going to continue forward with this first project. I've also got a large box of pine needles for a covering, so I'm going to use that as a mulch. It's supposed to work really well. I haven't actually used it before, so this is going to be my first time. And what that's going to do is help protect the soil by covering it, help prevent a lot of evaporation of the water. Peat moss is really what helps keep some of that moisture in there as well. But I don't think that's going to be an issue as long as I have it mulched over pretty well. But anyways, back to it. So today we're mixing soil and then we're pouring it into the beds. It's going to be pretty easy. I just wanted to go over how I had planned to do it and how I filled the beds. I'll also show you how they look after we're all done. Alright guys, we'll stick around. We're going to go ahead and head outside. Alright guys, here we are in the backyard. Got all the soil that I discussed that I have. Got the black cow compost, peat moss, perlite. And so today what we're looking at is just taking the topsoil, putting it in a wheelbarrow and really chopping it up nice and fine, getting it broken up, and then adding in the perlite. And I also go ahead and add some of the black cow in it. And I think that's going to be it. Then we'll take it out in front where the beds are, lay it all out. This is probably going to take a while. Then we'll get it covered with some mulch. What you'll find in this is lots of little bits of clay and manure, probably little bits of wood, and so what you really want to do is break it up as fine as possible. So once you've sufficiently broken up the soil, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you think it's broken up good enough, then you want to go ahead and add your perlite. Again, I've got these really large bags. I decided to buy in bulk since I knew I was going to need a lot of it. And I kind of just eyeball it. I just add enough of what I think I'll need. Definitely recommend trying to avoid bringing in all of the dust. Once you've poured it in, you just gotta mix it up. There we have it. Now I need to go ahead and take this out front and pour it into the beds that I've made. Now I'm not going to worry about specific measurements. I know some people do, but because I'm mixing such large amounts, I don't feel that it's going to be necessary. Because again, once I pour this into the beds, I'm still going to have to mix it all up together again and then kind of even it all out. I've got at least 20 more bags of this to do, so I'll see you at the end. Alright guys, so here we are out in the front where I've got the 4 large beds laid out. This is after 2 bags, and so you can see going this method really does take quite a long time. And so if you do have such a large area that you've got to lay out soil, what I would recommend is first filling in the bed with some sticks or brush or anything that you have that you're going to be considered trash but is organic material. Lay that down first to take up some of the space. Secondly, what you can do is you take your bags of soil, you just tear them open and pour them out into the bed, and then from there you can kind of do the same thing where you break up the soil and add in your perlite. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do to try to finish this up, because I really don't want to do this all day. It takes a while. Now, breaking up the soil is really important. It helps get some oxygen to the soil, into the compost, so it can really get those good microbes going. So it is important to break up the soil regardless of whether you're going to do it in your wheelbarrow 1 bag at a time, or if you go ahead and dump it all into your bed and then break it up from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is after 6 bags. As you can see, there's still some grass that's be able to be seen from here. I'm not really worried about the grass underneath, because as it pops up, I'll just pull it out and weed it. I'm expecting about to need 10 bags per box. So that's a total of 40 bags, which I ordered 40, but I've already gone through probably about 8 bags doing my seed boxes, and another little project that I had going on. Alright guys, well here we are, finally finished. It ended up taking about 15 bags per bed. So you can do the math, that's 60 bags for 4 beds of this size. Now you may not need that many, it depends on the size of the bed that you're going to use. You can calculate it out if you would like to. It tells you how many square feet 40 pounds can spread. But again, I ended up using 15 pounds. I wanted enough soil on top to be able to cover the dirt and kill it off, where I can still use the grass for some compost underneath. And then if the plants grew deep enough, which I plan to grow some carrots, if they grew deep enough, then I could end up using the soil that's underneath it as well for those taproots. Now the next stage for this is going to go ahead and add the perlite, since I did this all in bulk and I didn't mix each individual bag. And I've got a little mask here because when you pour the perlite, it does have a lot of dust that spreads, and it does make it a little bit harder to breathe. It gets stuck to your throat. It's not very fun. So if you're going to use it, I recommend definitely using a mask. But let's get to it. So next step is to lay down the mulch for everything, and then start planting. Tune in next time for when we start working on a gutter bed. I've got some plans for the backyard where I'm going to put up some gutter beds along the fence to save some space, grow vertically. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when that video comes out, and we'll see you next time. Grow healthy, my friends.